Hey guys, how's it going? This is your good friend Dalton here with the video. And I wanted to, it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. And I might also put this on my Facebook page, but I wanted to share with you some thoughts of, sorry if I'm, probably the Swiss Army knife of all braille displays. That is the Braille Sense 6 from HIMS Incorporated. I recently acquired a Braille Sense 6 for Christmas this year, and I've had the fortunate opportunity to have been able to play with and own, I still do, own the two most powerful note takers / braille displays in the assistive technology community. And I want to share with you my thoughts on the Braille Sense 6. Now, I am still a beginner user of the Braille Sense 6. I've only had mine for about 2 months, and I still haven't been able to, I've only been able to scratch the surface of what it can do. It can do a lot of stuff. And I grew up using the Braille Note family from Humanware, and I've watched the Braille Note family evolve over time. I had a Braille Note Classic in 2002, and then I got my Empower probably around either 2006 or 2007. I can't remember specifically. And then 2012 or 2013, could have been 2011, I got my Braille Note Apex. And then in 2016, the state that I lived in helped me get a Braille Note Touch. And then about 2.5 years ago, I got a Braille Note Touch Plus. And recently, I've had some exposure to Braille Sense. I've played with the Braille Sense U2. Heard all the things about the Braille Sense Polaris and Braille Sense 6, but it wasn't until 2023, late 2023, that I got to see the Braille Sense 6 in the flesh, and I have it right here. It's in my lap right now, and I'm holding a Braille Sense 6 32. And I've been using it quite a lot today, playing with it, so the battery may not be the highest, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on real quick by holding the power button on the front right on the front panel. Now, I'm not really going to be doing a tutorial because I still don't feel comfortable demonstrating the sheer power of Braille Sense 6. I just don't know it well enough. And if those of you that watch my YouTube channel, if you are Braille Sense 6 users, let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment on how I can better get acquainted with my unit. Some things that I've noticed coming from a Braille Note Touch Plus user. Hang on a minute. It's turning on right now.
File manager.
Coming from a Braille Note Touch user, Braille Note Touch Plus, and transitioning to Braille Sense, I've noticed a lot of differences, but there are subtle similarities too. One thing I like about Braille Sense that the HumanWare Braille Note doesn't offer is a media player. That's nice. I haven't really.
Main volume 10. Main volume 12.
I'm using vocalizer. I'm using a vocalizer voice, Nathan, as the male text-to-speech voice. The unit comes with Samantha. I think it's Samantha version Pro V1, premium quality on the vocalizer side. But I wanted to change, so I put vocalizer Nathan on board. So now if my unit sounds different than yours, that's because that's what I've. But let me share with you my thoughts on the Braille Sense. The one complaint that I have, I'm hoping in version 2. I think we're in version 2.1 right now, or 2.0. But I'm hoping in
Braille Sense 6 SW Ver 2.0.
Yeah, we're in 2.0. Sorry, I did that by pressing V with the spacebar. I'm hoping with Braille Sense, with version 2.1, that the web browser will get a refresh, because there's some websites that it just will not play friendly with. For one, Stable. I have a just off topic. I have a Stable account, and sometimes I would like to use my Braille Sense to manage my Stable account, and I can't do that because the browser isn't new enough. I'm hoping so. So I'm hoping in version 2.1, they'll be able to, or 2.0.1, they'll be able to put a. I don't know what the Braille Sense web browser, what the backbone, what it's based off of. I'm thinking it's Chromium based, but it seems quite underpowered if it is Chromium based. I'm either thinking either Firefox or a it can't be Edge. It's either Chrome or Firefox. It looks like it's Chrome by my estimations, but it seemed kind of watered down. I find that I can access on my Braille Note Touch Plus a lot more websites with the stock web browser on my Braille Note than I can on my Braille Sense 6. But it's still, just looking past that, the reason why I call it the Swiss Army knife of all Braille note takers is if I reach over to my front panel here, I have two slide switches, two 3-position slide switches. The one on the far left is my key lock switch. If I put it
File manager.
If I put it in the middle,
top panel locked.
Now
File manager.
All the keys on the top surface, I can press any key that I want, and it won't do anything. If I slide it to the furthest position,
all keys locked. File manager.
I can push any key on the front panel, keyboard. Not even the power button works, which is really cool. I wish that that HumanWare would incorporate some sort of key lock mode on the. I guess you have the screen off mode, but sometimes I don't know. I guess well, now that I think about it, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Daisy mode.
Oops.
All keys locked.
Wrong.
File man. Unlocked. File manager.
It kind of gave it away, but why I think it's the Swiss Army knife of probably the most powerful note taker is, and I don't even know how to use. I played with it a little bit, but I've never really had any instruction, like any actual training with the unit, because I'm primarily if I'm gonna do something productive, I'm probably gonna reach, just because I'm more comfortable with it, I'm probably gonna reach over to my Braille Note Touch Plus 32 cell and do, I guess, something, because I'm just not familiar with Braille Sense. I didn't grow up using Braille Sense, so I know enough to kind of get in trouble. I know enough to use the device, but I wish there was a keyboard, like on JAWS. If you push caps lock key plus number 1 on the number row, there's a keyboard help where you can push any key on the unit, and it will tell you what that key does without screwing it up. The last unit to have such mode was the Braille Sense U2, and I don't remember off the top of my head how to access that mode, but it was a mode where you could push any key on the keyboard, on the top face, front face, side edges, push any button on the unit, and it would tell you what that button was associated to. I find it kind of nerve-wracking. You're afraid to push a button because you're afraid if you do something, you're going to wreck it. But I guess the worst that can happen is you have to reset Android and put it back to factory settings. But I like Braille Sense. I like the Braille Sense 6. It's a nice little unit, and I can't wait to see what. And like I said, if you guys have any ideas on what I should do to I've read the help document, the user manual from cover to cover, and I still have unanswered questions. Something that I need to do, I need to authorize this device to my either my Bard or reactivate my Learning Ally. I need to play with Daisy mode. I haven't really had a chance because I don't have a book that is in Daisy audio to play with. I think if I had a kind of a work area where I could just, an example of a place where I could experiment. I think it'd be kind of cool. But I like how I can. My favorite feature that's not on the Braille Note is the terminal clipboard. I can't demonstrate it to you right now because I'm filming on my iPhone, and I don't have another iDevice available to me to demonstrate. What it essentially lets you do is if you do space Enter plus I when connected to a iOS device, it opens what's called terminal clipboard, where in any text field you can type out a message or what you want to be entered into that text field, and when you hit Enter plus S, the Braille Sense will actually transmit what you've typed in that clipboard. It'll transmit the information via Bluetooth into that text field, and That's nice. I like how it's familiar, because some of the text fields on VoiceOver are kind of, you can use basic Braille Sense editing. Use the cursors, and they behave like you would expect. And I just like that feature, but I don't know. That's probably my favorite feature of Braille Sense. I like how fast it is. With 6 gigabytes of RAM and Android 12, with a 128 gigabyte storage option, it kind of thwarts the Braille Note Touch Plus in terms of speed, stability, and it's fun. Braille Sense is fun. It's a fun thing to play around with. Like I said, I've had the fortunate opportunity to own both Braille Note Touch Plus and Braille Sense, and when I get more familiar with the device, I will do a tutorial video. This video is just solely for the purpose of sharing with you my thoughts and some of the things I've noticed. I've noticed also in the word processor. I have a journal. I journal every night, and it's 57 pages long. I've noticed when working in documents on the Braille Sense, if they're really long, typing on the Braille keyboard can be quite sluggish. There's a really, really noticeable lag. It takes like half a second from the time it's not instantaneous like on a computer QWERTY keyboard where you push a character and it's instantaneously inputted into the document. I've noticed when working with large documents on the word processor, the keyboard becomes quite sluggish, and the keyboard becomes sluggish, and the navigation, like when you push your up scroll buttons or down scroll button, there's quite of a lengthy pause between the time your Braille display changes. I don't know if it's because the document is so large, but on my Braille Note, it opens and edits it just fine. I don't know if it's an infrastructural difference, but again, just some things I've noticed. And a lot of you would be saying, if you're gonna be working with large documents, you probably should be working on a PC. Yes, I get that, but I'm not always around my PC. Like when I get a journal entry idea, if I don't put it down right there on the spot, I might forget it by the time I get to my PC. So anyway, I think it's a really cool unit. It's a great little device, and if you're looking into, I would suggest looking into it. Play with them. Get training, obviously. If you have a Braille Sense, or if your school or institution has purchased a Braille Sense for you to use all throughout your schooling, obviously get the training and read the user manual, and if you're trying to find assistive technology, go to your local, assistive technology seminars, or your, In Arizona, we have what's called V-Rate. Or go to your local NFB meetings. They will have exhibit halls where you can play with the different pieces of technology. I mean, the best thing I can suggest is, if you can, I know this is not possible for everybody, but find a Humanware Braille Note and a HIMS Braille Sense 6. Play with them side by side. Spend quality time with them. And I know that not everybody can do that. Obviously, they're really expensive. The Braille Note is like $5,500, and the Braille Sense is like, I think last time I looked, it was like $3,500 for a 18 cell and about $4,000 to $5,500 for a about $2,300 for a 18 cell and about $4,500 to $5,500 for a 32 cell. And but yeah, that's, I don't know. Generally throughout the OS, it's pretty incredible. And something I want to do is I want to get a USB mixer and a couple of USB hubs and test out the recording abilities of Braille Sense 6. They say that you can have like 12 things plugged into Braille Sense through a hub, and it will manage it. It will handle it just fine. Now, I don't have 12 things to plug in, but it can be done. They recommend you plug it into AC power because that's obviously going to drain the battery quite significantly. But yeah, I would recommend Braille Sense 6. The Braille cells are incredible. It's the most crisp Braille display I've ever laid my fingers on. It's nice. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I like how you can expand the storage. I have on my main primary device on my Braille Note, I have a 200 gig SD card. And I think the Braille Sense can support up to 1 terabyte. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, these are just some of the thoughts I had. And if there's anything you'd like to know about the Braille Sense, or anything I should know about the Braille Sense, let me know. And if I learn something new, I'll let you know, and we'll just take this little adventure together. And if I get more assistive technology, I will do a follow-up video. And if once I learn enough about the Braille Sense, I will do a tutorial video on maybe the word processor or something. But for now, that's all I've got, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and I will try to be better at posting stuff. I want to feel of the YouTube has something called the silver play button. I'll know my channel will never get popular enough to get 500,000 subscribers, but it'd be really cool to be able to feel of a silver play button. Maybe one day I'll have that one video that people will enjoy. And but anyway, this is your good friend Dalton. Hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the HIMS Braille Sense 6. Still new. I've only had it for 2 months, and all in all, I recommend it. It's a good device. I'm just still a beginner. I've only scratched the surface of what BrailleSense can do. Like I said, I'm more familiar with the Braille Note, coming from being a Braille Note guy. I'm finding the transition kind of difficult. Generally, this is just me, my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Generally, I find the Braille Note Touch Plus an easier device to use. Maybe that's because I'm still new at this, but generally speaking, you don't have to memorize as many commands to operate Braille Note Touch Plus. I can virtually run the whole unit with my front thumb keys and my cursor router buttons. For this, the BrailleSense, like I said, I'm still these are just some observations that I've made. You've got the F1 through F4, and you got to memorize. Like for a month, or for 3 or 4 weeks, I didn't know how to turn the volume up and down. I learned there are 2 ways of doing it. Actually, 3 ways. There is the voice volume and 2 ways: the voice volume and the main volume. And to do that, you push backspace F1 spacebar.
Main volume 11. Main volume 10. Main volume 9.
And to turn it up, you do backspace space F4.
Main volume 10. Main volume 11. Main volume 12.
But on Braille Note, all you do is hit enter dot 8 plus dot 4 or dot 8 plus dot 1. Simple as that. So there is a bit of a learning curve to I remember one time when I was just a new beginner. Like, I just unboxed BrailleSense back in December. I turned the voice off, and I could not remember how to turn the voice back on. Like, crap, what do I do? And I finally figured it out after playing around with it. I think the scariest part was when I turned the Braille display off, and I could not figure out. I was about to call tech support, HIMS tech support, and say, "Hey, I turned off the Braille display. I can't get it back on." But then I after playing around with it, I thought, you know what? I'll do a couple more key presses and I'll see if I can figure it out. And you know what? Lo and behold, I was able to figure it out. So yeah, there is a learning curve, but it is well worth it. I think this is the Swiss Army knife of Braille displays and note takers. I think BrailleSense is going to come a long ways, and I can't wait to see what 2.1 looks like. And I don't know if HIMS, if they have a beta program. I know that Apple, I'm with the public beta program, and I test drive. I've been test driving iOS 17 ever since it came out, and so that's been a fun. But I think it'd be fun to test drive future versions of BrailleSense software, and maybe experience the full power, push BrailleSense to the limits, and just see what it can do. I don't know if I'll be able to gather enough knowledge and keyboard shortcuts to do that, but that's something I'd like to look into. But anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on the HIMS BrailleSense 6, and comparing and contrasting the Braille Note with the Braille Sense, since they are both competitors. It's split down the middle. I've learned it's split. Most of the people, you know, there are just as many. I've learned there are just as many HIMS Braille Sense users as there are with Braille Note users, and I just barely stuck my feet in the door of the Braille Sense community, so I'm still new. So please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments any advice. And yeah, if you're a Braille Sense user, let me know. What do you think? Would you try a Braille Note Touch Plus? Or did you not like it? What made you switch to Braille Sense? Let me know. Comments are welcome. Have a nice day.